What is up, my family? Rendrag Salak here with you guys, and I am outside of Malone, New York. I'm getting ready for the trek back home to Rhode Island. Beautiful cemetery off the side of the road. I do have a bad habit of stopping my car and checking these out. Bad habit for whoever's in the car with me, good habit for me and the folks like you to enjoy this. Now, someone asked me a while ago, do they still use cold storages for the bodies and stuff? And they absolutely do, especially up here in upstate New York. This is up by the Lake Champlain, and you can definitely tell this is still in use. It's very so modern. They even have a plaque up there for who would be inside. Yeah, it's still good. They still use that stuff up in the northern states because the ground up here gets very cold and very hard to dig in, and a lot of these little small towns do not have enough funeral homes to put the people in. So yeah, they would. Gorgeous cemetery. There's a lot of mixture between Civil War and what I thought was kind of unique that I haven't seen too much of. There was some Spanish-American War veterans in here. Even one that died in combat. He had a bronze star and everything next to him. Really cool. Sorry about the lip smacking. That's a nervous titch. I'm trying to stop that. So this guy is a firefighter. I had a unique stone that I found, and I'm going to look up what the marker meant before I put it up here. World War II. This gentleman definitely, he made it through. There's some sad Vietnam guys in here. The marker said that the dude died from suicide, and that is a big problem with the soldiers when they come back from war. That PTSD, that shell shock, that battle damage. Like, you come back, you really can't. Some of them, they can't handle it. So there are many dangers to becoming a soldier, sailor, or serving your country, especially when you are war-bound. So that is definitely. So this guy right here, that's one of the ones I wanted to show you. A Spanish-American right there. Died in combat, 1897. So Span Am. Some really cool stuff. I'm eating flies for you guys right now. Some nasty little, what they call is can't see flies up here. Another, this guy was in the infantry, 351st Infantry Regiment, World War I and II. So he saw both conflicts and survived it up until 1959. So he just short of Vietnam. Just to tell you guys, I know they got World War I and II there on the marker. But again, I'm gonna tell you, like, historically, when World War I started, they weren't thinking for a sequel. So I know a lot of times history books call it World War I, and yes, you can say that. But politically, and if you go with a historian, a lot of times they will tear you apart saying that, because the name for that was the Great War, or the war to end all wars. Again, they were not thinking there's going to be a sequel. You guys are my mushroom friends that I'm a part of up on Facebook. There's some cool shrooms for you guys. A ton of them in here. Let's go over to this gentleman right here. Norman I. White, Corporal, U.S. Army, World War II. That's kind of weird. He died the month before I was born. 1979. And this guy passed away on the anniversary of our country, April 7th, 1976, World War II. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. These both guys have bronze eagles in front of which I don't know what that means. I don't know if they're medal recipients. This guy has a different badge than him. They're both Army, but I wonder. Well, it definitely says Foreign Wars on that. I wonder what the differences are. If anybody knows, definitely let me know. U.S. Army. This gentleman only served in World War I, 1896 to 1960. Company D 309 MG BN 78 Division. Kind of cool. So we were coming by this and we thought it was all going to be modern, but even the modern stones in here, a lot of World War II, a lot of Spanish American. This guy's missing his marker. What a cool stone. You can barely make it out. It's got a rose. That's a young lady. So she's missing her marker. Unfortunately, it looks like some of the flags, either they wore out and they didn't replace them, or there's some jerks stealing them. The willow tree. Now, that is a common symbol back in New England with the willow tree carvings. There's two of them, deck to deck. And this is another common scene that you'll see in a lot of the older headstones. The shaking of the hand, welcoming you to the other side, symbolizes that. So, a lot of veterans. Oh yeah, more mushrooms. This cemetery is full of it. I don't recommend eating those, ever, even if they are edible. This poor guy's marker got bent. It looks like someone was trying to steal it. Oh, scumbags. Oh. Gorgeous cemetery. We are going to get back on the road. We got a little ways to go. Next time I am here recording with you guys, I might be in Champaign, over in Vermont, Champaign, to go see the creature. Or I might find that fort that I saw on the side. Don't know yet. But if you guys ever get the chance, take a second, pop into these places, visit them, and say thank you to those that serve, so that you guys can have the rights that you do now, and be faithful for the fact that you are not goose stepping or making some odd symbols, because a lot of you Americans out here with your idealism and your rights, which you have those rights, but a lot of you, if Hitler had succeeded in his idealism, you would not be here. So definitely come by and thank these guys for what they did. And a couple ladies in here as well that served, missing their markers. So, Rendrag Selak, over and out.